this is one of my favorite sets of art foamies. You can see it's a whole bunch of different circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stamps. So that's essentially what you can see here. It's just these ones are covered in paint. But the other secret you may not know is that the holes are where these pieces came from. So you can see that they fit perfectly in here, which we're going to play around a little bit with that in a moment. But in the meantime, let me just take you through the basics of how to use these Art Foamies foam stamps. So the first step is to put some acrylic paint out onto a palette. And then I'm using a rubber brayer, and I'm rolling in a single direction to make sure that the brayer gets painted up. And then I'm applying the paint to the stamp again, rolling in a single direction to really make sure that it's all applied on there. And you'll notice my stamps are dirty because I don't clean them. The good news is, as long as you're using acrylic paint, you don't really have to clean them. But I have paint on here, and I can stamp on my surface, and you can see that these are chunky, easy to hold, and also really huge with a great impression. And I love having stamps that I can use with paint, because rubber stamps, if you get paint on them, you got to wash them right away, and I'm not a fan of washing. Silicone and hand carved stamps, I just wouldn't even bother with it. So it's nice to know that I can do this really easily. Usually you can get a decent ghost print. Let's go right off the edge here. A ghost print is a second print, especially once you start printing. Ooh, yeah, and you've got lots of paint on there. So let me use up the rest of this paint, and then we'll move on. Isn't that cool how quickly you can fill a big piece of paper with all these really cool stamped images? I love it. So then to clean off my stamp, I simply stamp it until I can't see any more paint coming off, and then I consider this clean. Same with my brayer. I'm just going to roll it off, and now you know why my desk is so messy, until I can't see anything more. So let me show you something else cool you can do. Isn't that a really cool stamp? I actually really love the way that the background shows through. I wonder if I can get a third print. Oh yeah. So, I mean, that's the other thing. Depending on the paint that you use, this white is a different brand. You can sometimes get more prints. You can see how they fade out. But something else really cool that you can do is you can actually use, I mean, this is a symmetrical design. So that means that you can use both sides of the stamp. What does that mean? Well, it means if you said, Julie, why are you putting paint on the back side of your stamp? I'd be like, you guys, that is the whole point. So I'm going to stamp this. And it's wet, so it's slid a little bit. So let me see if I can't do a better job pushing straight down. And you saw how I just pushed that into the paint as opposed to brayering on. You get less of an even look if you just push it down, but that can also be fun, and it can be purposeful. Okay, so now you have a bunch of teal circles. And you can see, even when I'm over generous with the paint and I got too much paint in here, it's totally fine. You can either wipe it out or you can leave it. But I know the stamp is symmetrical, so that's going to fit perfectly just like that. So here you can see the difference between the ones where I use the back of the stamp to stamp and the ones where I just stamped through. Kind of a cool idea. But wait, there's more. Remember how I said that this piece fits inside here? So what that means is that once you print one of these, then you can just take the inside and print it there. And now, right, you have this really cool two-tone print. You can also use a little bit of tape to change the way that the stamp looks. So I'm actually just going to tape this inside in here. So then this is like a different stamp, because when I go in here, maybe I'll actually mix these two colors up. Okay, I need to clean my brayer off onto this paper. But look how cool that is, right? Now it's like the inside circle is part of the stamp, so increasing the versatility of your stamp, which I think is really, really neat. Now these two stamps are almost the same size, but let's see if you can see this. Basically, this one fits just inside of that one, sort of where this ring is. So you can actually do some really fun layering. So now I'm going to put out a transparent paint. So this is a transparent paint. And you can see the inside layer, it still shows, so that you're actually getting both. You're getting that neat white ring sort of around the outside. I guess it's sort of mint green. And then you're also being able to see the other layers underneath. So where the paint was still wet, I'm actually getting the transfer back onto the stamp. I suppose I could have been patient and waited for this to dry, but patience was never my strong suit. But isn't that cool? I'm going to show you now with an opaque paint, just so you can see the difference. So I'm going to just stamp this elsewhere so you'll be able to see. That's an opaque paint. I can't see anything through it. So now you can see that it's such a thin layer. Even when you use an opaque paint, especially when there's something underneath, you know, you can still see through it. And with the transparent paint you can too. And again, it's just a totally different way of using the stamp so that it looks really different. Oh, and before I forget, if you bring this little one to the party, you can have even more fun. And remember, you don't have to stamp that dot in the middle. We're going to do something that I think is super cool. We're going to do a color transfer. So I'm going to ink up this stamp. I'm saying ink up even though I'm using paint, just because those are art terms I'm used to using. I'm going to paint up this stamp, I guess I should say. And then I'm also, oops, without getting my fingers in it, I'm going to ink up this one. Now, all I'm going to do is kiss those stamps together. And you can see they each picked up the pattern from the other, which is another kind of cool way. I mean, look how like just stressed and rusty that looks. Really, really neat. So my favorite use of this plain stamp is as a miniature kind of mono printing plate. So all I did is I pushed paint on there. Now I have a little silicone tip thing. And I'm just sort of adding a design on here. There you go. So let's see how that goes. Pretty cool, right? And you can definitely still do it even with the little baby one. I think I didn't get quite the paint that I wanted on there. Let's try that again. Better to brayer it on, right, than to stamp it in. I think I said that before. I ought to listen to myself. There we go. So yes, you need to get enough paint on there to make an impression. But how cool is that with the little hearts? And of course, that means that anywhere that you have a sort of big surface, you can go ahead and draw into it. Hey, it even says hey. Isn't that cool? Check it out. Hey, hey, hey. So I'm gonna put the little dot inside this stamp, flip it over, tape it. Stamp it. Cool. Looks really awesome. I'm going to roll out another color. Put this heart swirl stencil down. Do my best. I'm not going to like go crazy to line up the points on the stars or on the star in the center. I did an okay job. Pull it off. And look, you have a printed stamp surround that I think is so cool. Plus, the pattern is here on the stamp too now. Now, if you have a plain stamp, you don't have to worry about the lining up of the points or anything like that, but you're going to do the same thing basically, right? You're going to take this, you're going to print, then put the stencil down, cover the stamp with paint. The lining up is a little bit easier. You can stamp off that impression, of course. Those ones turned out awesome. So you can really see that like the shape of the stamp makes a difference in the pattern showing up, because these, and also the colors that you choose, look so cool and so different. I love it. You can really do a lot with these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stamps in this really great set from Art Foamies. So I hope you'll give them a try and see what you're going to make.